As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome, building Robocop, building an icon. In this video, we'll be completing stage 8 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, as always, with every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 8. So this is the magazine. Let me just zoom in a little bit. It's a bit of a glare. There we go. That's a really good picture of the model there. Faces for a Detroit of the future. That's his partner, Alex Lewis. So these are the components in this stage, and this is the step-by-step instructions. So we're going to be continuing on this arm here. So it looks like we're going to be putting this piece in, which goes here. So that's really good. Starting to build more of his right arm, and it just shows you the section that we're going to be putting in there. That's like a shiny chrome part, and there it's showing you a really good picture. Okay, have a good read of this. It's like mechanical puppets and things. There's kind of moving more into the 20th century, 21st century. Oops. Yeah. Another really good picture of the model there. And on the back. So, as always, what I like to do is, as you know, I like to make sure that what it says we have here, I've got in there, and there's nothing missing. Okay. So the first piece is, let me just open the blister. Very well packaged from Fanhome. So we've got this section here, which is right upper arm inner cover. Got this piece 8B, which is right upper arm front cover, and then we've got 2 GP screws. Just put those aside, and GP screws. So these are screws that we don't have. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to use this because we don't have any GP screws. These are brand new. So I'm just going to put them in there, and then I'm going to remove the little cardboard screw cord. I'm going to stick it on top. I'm going to use a bit of super glue. Just like that. Use a tiny bit of super glue on the back. Like that. Just a touch there. I'm going to stick it right on there. Squarely on there. Like that. There. That's our screws. Up with the other screws. So we have everything that we need. It's quite a simple assembly for this. Just put the magazine aside. Zoom out a little bit. So we've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components and our magazine. Let's begin. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to get this 8A piece, turn it over. If you can see, there's 2 holes here and here, and there are pins on this. So what we've got to do is we've got to just apply a little pressure, just line them up, and there we go. Just apply a bit of pressure, and that is that done. You can see I'll glue it if I need to, but that looks really good. It's really fitted in. Just checking. Yeah, it's fitted in well. Yeah. Just checking to see if it'll go any further down. So there is a bit of a gap there. I don't know if you can see. There's a bit of a gap there. Just checking to see if it'll push down further. That's the furthest it goes. So there we go. That's that first bit done there. So I brought the right upper arm back that we completed. We completed this section in the last video. So what we need to do is we turn it over this way, and then we get this, and there's some pins on here. So there's a pin there, and there's a single pin there, and then there's a hole there where we put a screw. So I'm just gonna have to see if I can line this up. I just need to straighten the arm. I'm just gonna line up the pins on each side. So we just, them two are in there, and just make sure this pin's lined up. Which, let's just make sure it is lined up. Check it with the light. Yep, there. Okay, that's all clicked into place now, as you can see, on this side and this side here. So we just need to close it with a GP screw that came with this build. I'm just going to hold it there a second. So I'm going to get one GP screw, and they're very long, which I thought that they need to be. So I'm just checking. So I'm going to put a screw on there, and then I'm just going to double check that these are lined up properly. There, on both sides. I'm going to drop the screw in there and let it start feeding through. There we go. I think that's going in. Yeah, it's going in. I just want to tighten it up until it stops there. There we go. So that's this section here and this section here. I'm just checking that's closed. That's closed on that side. It's completely tight. And there we go. That's the elbow. That's the shoulder. Yeah, that's it there. That's it there. The back. There we go. So that completes this stage of this build, and it also completes stage 8 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.